The train now approaching Platform 1 is Britain's newest commuter train, the Class 777. Ordered in 2016 by Merseyrail to replace the 40-year-old Class 507 and 508 trains on the Merseyrail network, the introduction of these trains has faced numerous delays, from COVID to union disputes. Now they're here, ready to change the UK commuter market with their revolutionary features and design. Now let's see these features for ourselves and get this show on the rails. We start today's journey at Liverpool Central station, the busiest station in the city of Liverpool, which sees over 16.5 million passengers a year during normal traffic. The station first saw use in 1874, when its high-level platforms opened, with its lower-level platforms opening 18 years later in 1892. In the present day, only the lower-level platforms are in use, with Merseyrail being the sole operator of the station. The majority of mainline services in and out of Liverpool are provided through Lime Street, its main terminus. If you want to see what it's like there, do check out my Transpennine Express video between Liverpool Lime Street and Newcastle, just above. And of course, no visit to Liverpool Central is complete without admiring the Spirit of Liverpool statue, crafted in honour of Liverpool politician Paul Rice for his contributions to the city, who sadly passed away in 2012. There's plenty here to prepare you for your onward journey, ranging from eateries to non-essential shops. However, where we'll need to go first is the travel centre to grab my ticket. This opened in 2009 and replaced the former ticket office and newsagents. Merseyrail day saver obtained? Let's head to our train. At the time of recording, the Class 777s only operated on the Northern Line's Kirkby branch from Monday to Saturday, so we'll be heading over to the Northern Line platforms. Merseyrail operates both Northern Line and Wirral Line services from two sections of lower level platforms. No signal down here? Worry not. Merseyrail offer free Wi-Fi at every station on the network. The connection's really great too. Incoming is a Class 507 train, which the Class 777s intend to replace. Fittingly for this trip, this particular unit is named to celebrate 10 years of the Circo Abellio operated Merseyrail franchise from 2003 to 2013, and in its 20th year, it will be overseeing the replacement of these 40-year-old workhorses. The departure of the 507 reveals the remains of the works recently carried out on the Northern Line's Kirkby branch, as part of the work to prepare and upgrade the line for the launch of the new Class 777 trains. And right on cue, here comes our Class 777 train. Part of Swiss manufacturer Stadler's Metro family, these trains were built from 2018 onwards as part of Merseytravel's aim to modernise the Merseyrail network and facilitate the replacement of the Class 507 and 508 trains. Conveniently, a Class 507 arrives next to our train, which provides the opportunity for an old meets new shot. The contrast is really spectacular, don't you agree? Which one do you prefer? Let me know in the comments below. One thing you may notice is the M-shaped light cluster, which I think is really nice attention to detail, though I'm not sure whether that's for Metro or for Merseyrail. Anyhow, our train is leaving in a few minutes, so it's time to board and take a look around. Ooh, level boarding. A very nice touch. Ah yes, it still has that new train smell. I believe this particular set is the most recent to be introduced into passenger service. At the time of recording, only 3 of the 53 777 units have been pressed into service by Merseyrail, solely on the Kirkby branch for the time being. As with the previous Class 507 and 508 units, the 777s have 2x2 metro-style seating principally, though the addition of airline-style seats and a fourth carriage means the 777s have a greater overall capacity. This is also aided by the open gangways, as commonly found on most new-build UK commuter trains, a feature I really like. I also discovered a feature I'd never really seen on UK trains before. Open the door and it flashes green. and it stays that way until the door is closed, like so. Our departure is fast approaching, so I'm going to go take my seat and walk us through our route for today. Our route sees us travel out of Liverpool Central and traverse the heart of the city, with our first stop being Moorfields. We then continue on to Sandhills and Kirkdale before moving on to the outskirts at Rice Lane and Verzakerley. Our journey to Kirkby should take approximately 20 minutes, with an expected arrival time of 10 past 10 this morning. It's now time to take these new trains for a spin, so sit back and enjoy the ride. We depart Liverpool Central bang on time, mainly thanks to the amazingly quick turnarounds that a metro system such as Merseyrail can provide. What are the seats like? Not amazing as to be expected from a commuter train, but they are very well ergonomically designed, much like the older trains. For a high-capacity metro train, I found the seat pitch to be rather amazing. However, this is spoiled by the poor legroom, as can be seen from the bar just below here. Whilst I was pleased to find power and USB sockets throughout the train, I was a bit surprised to see that most of them were upside down, which did cause a bit of confusion, especially as there are no signs indicating this on board. I was quite surprised to find coat hangers on board, as for a network like Merseyrail, I'd argue they're not very necessary, but it's still a nice touch. The passenger information screens located throughout the 777s are a lot more complex than those on the trains they're replacing, showing enhanced information such as journey progress and even British Transport Police visuals. Accompanying this is a dot matrix display screen, similar to those used on the 507 and 508 trains. We now arrive into our first stop of Moorfields, the third busiest station in Liverpool and the busiest underground station of the Merseyrail network, acting as the last link to the Wirral line before leaving the city centre. Arriving at the station as well gives us an opportunity to look at the level boarding feature of the 777s. Whilst already implemented elsewhere in the UK, for example with Greater Anglia and Transport for Wales's flirt units, this is a massive improvement to the 507s and 508s, and is a huge step forward in promoting accessibility on the Merseyrail network. We can also observe the guard performing the self-dispatch process, which is a principal reason for the 777's introduction being heavily delayed, owing to them being built for driver-only operation usage. Leaving Moorfields sees us emerge from the Merseyrail tunnels, allowing us to breathe in that nice oh wait, I forgot. Unlike the older units, the 777s are fully air-conditioned. To the left, we can view the progress of Everton's new stadium at Bramley Moor Dock, which is expected to finish construction in time for the 2024 to 2025 season. Our second stop on this trip is Sandhills, which is a useful interchange on match days for both Everton and Liverpool FC, as a bus service called Soccer Bus runs between the station and the football stadiums on match days only. We then begin to pass Kirkdale Depot, where Merseyrail's fleet on the Northern Line is maintained. We also catch a glimpse of the battery variant of the 777s, which, as well as having the usual third rail capabilities of the class, are equipped with batteries to operate over non-electrified sections of track, enabling the potential future extension of Merseyrail services, such as from Ormskirk to Preston. Upon passing an interestingly tagged Class 507, we then arrive into Kirkdale Station itself. As we were about to leave Kirkdale, I noticed this message on the passenger information screens, which was heavily delayed, though I did find this with some announcements as well. I also had a further look at other sections of the train, such as the facing seats, which contained a small table with cup holders, as well as 2 power and USB sockets. Very impressive. The wheelchair accessible area on the train is very spacious, though my one complaint would be how stiff the foldable seats are, which can make manoeuvring them rather difficult. I was surprised to see bicycle spaces on board too, which really does show that Merseyrail really did think about flexibility when specifying the interiors of the 777s, and it's absolutely great to see. The final results are just fantastic. Just next to the gangways are seat rests, which I can imagine are really useful during peak times, when it's really difficult to find a seat. As we leave Rice Lane, formerly known as Preston Road until 1984, we now get a chance to have a look at the impressive acceleration on these trains. As I get my speedometer out, this shows we're reaching a speed of 45 miles an hour a mere 10 seconds after leaving Rice Lane, which is far superior to the 507s and 508s the 777s are replacing. We quickly close in on the line's top speed of 60 miles an hour, though the 777s are capable of 75. As we arrive into our last stop of Fazakerley, I'll draw my conclusions. Overall, these are vastly superior to the 507s and 508s, though rooms for improvement include the power socket positioning, the legroom issue on the airline seats, as well as the delay with the door messages and announcements. Regardless, these truly are trains that the Liverpool and Merseyside region deserves, and I look forward to travelling on them further as the rest of the fleet is gradually introduced. Well, that's it from me guys, and welcome to Kirkby.
Belongings with you when leaving the train. Step a pleasant journey and look forward to you travelling with us again. Thank you for travelling with Merseyrail.
Well, that was a very nice ride on board one of Britain's newest commuter trains. But what did you think of the Class 777? Please do let me know your thoughts in the comments below. In the meantime though, I really do hope you've enjoyed the video today, and thanks so much for coming along with me on this ride. If you did enjoy the video, please do give it a like as well as share it, as that really does help the channel to grow. If you're new to the channel and want to see more content such as this, why not consider subscribing as well as enabling notifications, as I now upload new videos every Friday at 5 PM. Right, I'm not going to stay here for long as I really do need to get back to Liverpool, but thanks so much for watching guys, and I'll see you next time.